This is a KIP up, and I've been wanting to do one ever since I was a kid because I was obsessed with Jackie Chan movies. And so in this video, we're gonna see what it takes to KIP up like a certified Kung Fu master.
Feels good.
The theory behind the KIP up is that your body is like a spring. When you roll back, you're building up energy. And then when you kick out, you're releasing all that energy, which is what pushes you up in the air and back on your feet. When I started, I just rolled onto the back, moved everything around until I felt comfortable, and then... In the past, I've had a few falls and injuries when trying this sort of acrobatic stuff. So I've been avoiding any sort of full body movement like this for years. But I was told that the KIP up was perfectly safe, and I could even do it in under 10 minutes. I do feel like a bit of an idiot doing this with everyone around. So hopefully I get this done ASAP. And I was getting absolutely nowhere. Anything I feel like I achieved was giving every single passerby a good look at my bum.
Nice.
Clearly, this was gonna be much harder than I'd planned, and I was actually gonna have to learn this skill properly. My plan was simple. Break down the KIP up into its individual components so I could train them separately. Then I could bring everything together to accomplish my childhood dream. There was only one problem. Practicing the KIP up had woken up a whole bunch of muscles I didn't even know existed, and they were all very unhappy.
Ralph's muscles.
Anyways, I split the KIP up into its three main components. First, rolling back. You want to roll back far enough so that your lower back is lifted off the floor, and you want to place your hands firmly on the floor on each side of your head for support. I was already feeling some discomfort in my neck, which is one place you really don't want to mess with. The second part is the kick up. You actually want to kick up in the same movement as rolling back, because you can use the momentum from rolling back for extra power. And when you start rolling forwards, this is your cue to start the kick up. At this stage, don't try and lift your body off the floor. You're just trying to memorize the movement and get the timing right to avoid. And the third and final part is getting up. You're trying to practice getting enough forward momentum to get your body forward and up. And when you're doing your first few KIP ups, you're going to be landing quite low. So the trick is to keep your feet apart so that you land in this low squat position. And once you're there, you can just stand up. I practiced each step for a while, and thanks to all that hard work, I was finally able to do I was definitely much closer to KIP up like a Kung Fu master, but there was still something missing. I did some research, but all I could find was stories of people breaking their tailbones while practicing, which I was really unhappy about. But I was already too far in to stop. What really helped was comparing the footage from the International Grandmaster to Jackie Chan. When Jackie Chan does a KIP up, his back has this lovely curve, almost as if he was doing a bridge but in mid-air. This means his body gets way higher off the ground, so he has more time to turn and stick the landing. But my back was straighter than a plank of wood, so I was hardly getting any air at all. So to get this curve, I first started stretching.
Breathe in and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
And I also practiced doing some bridges, which is where I made a crucial discovery. But to get your body high enough in that bridge position, it's all in the hips. So when you're doing the KIP up, you also need to use your hips to get your body in that curved position to get enough air. And after all of that, I was getting so close. My technique felt good, my feet were landing on the floor, I just had to get up. But there was one thing that was still holding me back. Fear. I compared my footage against Jackie Chan's video again and noticed that he was going much faster. And I was not happy about that because I couldn't stop thinking of all the things that could go wrong. Building up the speed was slow. So slow. I was feeling really discouraged because I kept on pushing myself, but I still couldn't get the KIP up. At the end of every training session, I felt like I just wasted my time and that I was just losing over and over again. It got so bad that at one training session, I quit after a single attempt. To try and motivate myself again, I defined success as something I had 100% control over. And so after every 10 attempts, I would give myself a little break where I could use my phone.
What on earth is fake news?
This was super helpful because I stopped concentrating on all my failures and I could now focus on my progress. And finally, after a couple of weeks of practice,
That wasn't clean, but I'll take it.
and shortly after that, I did another one with perfect form.
There. That was perfect. Hell yes.
So that was it. I'd overcome my fear to accomplish my childhood dream of doing a KIP up like a Kung Fu master. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see me learn something else, click on one of these two boxes. That's it for me. See you soon. Ciao!